So he didn't make good contact at all then, Clinton Young.
Oh, now they're able to stretch it across that last line. This is Wells. Bobbing up. Grimer. Had to wait for it just a moment longer than he would have liked. So he's squeezed the kick out a bit, and Pendlebury was onto it, and he's within range. And Pendlebury, we know how smooth he is. We know how classy he is. And he showed it all again at the start of the game. Pies in front.
I reckon Nathan Grimer would be pretty disappointed with short.
Yeah, so not his fault.
He hit the last one well enough to go close here. Probably needs to start it just around the right-hand goalpost or just inside.
Normally tough for a left foot, a bit like Buddy. He can bring the ball back right to left. And now he gets a mark on the line from probably the most informed forward for the Pies, and that's Jesse White.
They couldn't kill that one, but Jesse White, his last 3 weeks have been very good.
And he rams it through. Collingwood are all over North Melbourne at the moment at the MCG. Pendlebury takes the mark. His 8th disposal. Back to Lumumba. Charging through from defence. Fans it out wide. Side bottom. He's causing havoc for them at the moment. It takes just a fraction too long though. Now Goldsack. The heat's on here at the MCG. Lumumba. Legs pumping. Dancing everywhere, and he'll be dancing for joy now. Pies' 3rd goal.
For him too.
And he'll spot him, but he decides to go down the line instead to Cloak. Oh, Thompson thought he might as well.
That's 50. I reckon he'll pay 50 here.
Not involved because he was coming back with the fight.
I reckon because he hit him to the body. He's reported him for punching, striking to the body. I reckon he got him with a gut punch.
It is 50 metres. Yep.
Have a look at Thompson. He gets there late. Oh, and he just goes with the swinging right arm. Hard from that angle.
I reckon
is he just putting pressure on?
He's got him with a bit of a shoulder block to the chest area. He was outside 50, so he doesn't make the goal square, so it's still going to be on a sharpish angle.
There's going to be a Collingwood goal, you would think. A few ghosts from the past. Travis might have missed a goal from here in the past, but not today. Collingwood are right on. They lead by 14. They are dominating at the MCG. And Travis Cloak able to hit the scoreboard finally with a
errors from Brent Harvey in that respect.
Swan to Lumumba.
Speaking of ordinary kicks.
In it goes again, Jesse White. He's got a metre. Can he preserve that advantage on Thompson? He can! Enough to get the ball to boot. Rushed it on there and got the angles right.
Well, that all stems from a turnover in the middle of the ground. It's another goal that's come directly from a turnover. Brent Harvey, we saw him, Harvey put him under pressure.
Shoulder problems right throughout his career, and it looks like it's come back again after that tackle.
And they need him. He's a very, very important player for them.
Major concern. Lumumba didn't rush it, and as a result he's gained an extra 30 or 40 metres, and Cloak, he's bulleted his way to the front and he's taken the mark.
Gee, the umpire was waving play on with him.
One-on-ones where he's been the person who's been on the move, and he knows he only has one person to beat. He's come over the top in that scenario.
Cloak comes in and puts it through for his 3rd. How quickly things can turn around in football. Travis Cloak's 3rd.
From North Melbourne. Well, it hasn't been good thus far.
Throw in. Wits to his own advantage. Trying to get it down to the boot. Beams looking for a free. Oh, he's going to get one. A little fortunate, I think.
Was it Greenwood took him down, I think?
He's got the job on him.
Replay will be interesting.
Yeah, still got the left arm around him as he drags him to ground.
Probably, for all intents and purposes, he probably thought he won the ball.
So Beams It's been under duress from Greenwood. This is his 11th disposal, looking for his first goal. Eases it through, and the Pies lead is back beyond 5 goals. And they deserve it. I'm trying to select which team would prevail, but it's been all one way so far. Outstanding effort from Collingwood. Lots of time for North Melbourne. That's about the only thing they do have on their side. But at the moment, it's all going the Magpies' way. Thomas out of the middle to Pendlebury. Shut down instantly.
Oh, there's a loose at each end.
Games again.
Doesn't really matter. Ferrito playing loose for North. Might have been Tuvey loose at the other end of that from your opponent, because you know if it goes over the top, that spare defender can come over and give you a chop out.
Depends what type of player that Lucy is. Whether he's a kicking defender or a third man up defender.
Well, Ferrito's a good third man up defender, you'd think.
Dane Beams for his second goal. Kicks quickly through it, and it comes back nicely.
Could get ugly.
Well, it's already looking close to that way, Dern. 39 points is the margin. Dane Beams becomes a multiple goal kicker within about 20 metres out from goal. And that's pretty much where he's headed. So Cloak will come at the ball. He'll get in front.
Done him.
Gee, Ferrito, I thought he was really poor there. He had an opportunity to track the footy and go back.
We have a look at Cloak right about now. Done him. Because he's got him on the back foot and he's just clamouring on there.
There's the crumb that never came, Jace.
That's what he needed to chop out.
Cloak, 3 goals, 3. Make that 4 goals, 3. That's all coming back to him, the big fella. And the Pies lead by 45 points. And a dominating performance here at the MCG.
Once again, to back up the scenario on Travis Cloak.
And from the throw in,
Grimer's the extra one back.
McCaffer. Cloak got the read on the drop. Couldn't take the mark. Swan, can he break the deadlock? He can by helping at the side bottom, and then to Goldsack. Way too easy for the Pies. They're strolling away at the moment.
Well, the story for me is North Melbourne's forward line and impact.
But not their finishing. Ferrito. Petrie in a standoff with Keith. Ball flips out Josh Thomas's way. Here's Keith again. Kept them guessing. He's got a few tricks, the big fella. Elliott takes the mark over Adams.
He really is.
Pretty severe poke in the eye earlier on. Just the 11 possessions for him. Unable to hit the scoreboard. And just outmarked by Elliott on that occasion.
So Elliott comes in. He's yet to hit the scoreboard, but now he's put one through. Finally, a Magpie goal in this last quarter.
The first person who occupies your viewfinder, who fills up your screen, if he's done his man, you give it to him. Like that.
Worked that so well. Goldsack. Fasolo's been able to sneak into the 50. Can't help himself. Oh, he's dropped it.
Too easy.
That gives him a chance.
Back to Goldsack.
Oh, they're queuing up.
And try again. Elliott.
That could be back to the line. Wasn't in the contest, and it was a two-handed shove. 10 years ago, that is what we would say.
He was pointing to where the mark was.
No, he didn't. But if you go by the rules of the book, that's 50.
And that's a goal. It's Collingwood's 13th goal. 47 points between these two sides. It's